forward swing is basically a throw, you know.
So all we're really doing is you're just establishing that plane, and we're trying to keep that blade perpendicular or square to that line right there, right?
No, sir. No, sir. The
No?
blade opens up.
Huh?
When you turn the club like this, look here, let me have the club.
All right.
I ain't trying to keep the club like that. No. It opens up 90 degrees. Something like that, and the face is facing upward, not that way.
Okay.
Now look here, it opens up. Now, as you swing the shaft around the shoulders at the ball like that, you also have to turn the club head around the shaft. Then this is controlling the direction of the ball. This rotation of the club head around the shaft while the shaft is rotating around your shoulders. Now do that for me. Okay? Now you pronate the left hand and cock the left thumb. Now right off that ball, that way. Now let your body move with it.
I'm going to do it from the front view here.
Watch me. Don't hit my knee. Don't hit me. Don't hit me.
You.
Okay. Yeah. See, the club is brought in.
Yes, it's a big...
Yes,
You know-
take it in deeply.
Right. So we're trying to get the club head back behind us,
Yeah. I don't want the club in front of you.
in front of us. So you never want it like that
No.
and like that.
No, sir.
We're trying to get that club head back behind
So you
us.
can hit it between the elbows. Now I can hit between the elbows and the wrist now. I can hit it. You'll get it this way.
You're
hit
above it. You're all the time
You're
above.
off your plane. There's no plane there at all. You got a plane here instead of plane there. You got the plane on here instead of there.
So if I was looking at it like this,
Just get the cuff.
that would
That's
be
wrong.
incorrect. Okay.
Now you're stacking the right hand on top of the left
All right.
hand.
So
Now
we're gonna
you got to have your right hand behind the left hand.
Now, probably the most critical angle in
And
the
now
initial...
at this position right here, the shaft is actually parallel to your shoulders.
This position right here.
Well, you got this and that.
Right there and there.
No, sir. That's the shaft.
Right.
Forget the shaft. Now your shoulders are parallel to the shaft.
Right.
Now if you get this, that's not parallel to the shaft.
So this would mean, like, if you're taking it away, your club would be going out and your shoulders would be turning back.
Yeah, but then they're off balance. You can't do it that way because you tear up the wheel because your spoke is going one direction, you know, while the hub is going another.
Incredible.
Huh?
So never ever, you know, if my shoulders are turning, I can't ever be out that way.
You got to get behind that right shoulder.
Never
Get
there.
the club behind that right shoulder.
Boom, we got to be right there.
Yeah.
And
Now
then,
if you stood up right there, the club will be horizontal.
so if I took it and I was in a correct position, I'd be right here, and then if I ever wanted to check it, I could just raise up,
Yeah.
and it'd be in a perfect horizontal position, right?
Yeah.
So if I wanted to check it the other way, I could just take it right out in front of me and do that, bend over,
Now turn.
and turn, perfect position, right?
Yeah. So I'm going to show you how you keep the club on plane. Hold
Okay.
it. Now your left arm is the left hand is one arm length below your shoulders.
Right.
Now if you pick this up, you're on that plane. But if you keep this thing like you have a compass and just turn around here, now it comes up that way, it doesn't come up this way. Now let me take your hands back into position.
All right, here we go.
Now look here, if you change anything in this way or that way, you're going to destroy the plane. Now that has got to come in that way. Now it's coming around your hip, isn't it? Now instead of continue around that way, it starts up. No, let me take you, I'm going to turn your shoulders. Now straighten up, stand up.
Do that again. This is just like old times, isn't it? We have passion in our golf lessons.
All right, do it. All right, next, let's see. All right. Now the hands are still below your hip, aren't they? I mean, below your shoulders. Now at this point, instead of lifting this way, lift that way.
All right.
That's the way the shoulders are turning.
I see. So we're taking it, and I've been
No,
getting up.
don't come
Oh,
up.
I know. I'm trying to show them the difference between a good one and a bad. Never that.
No. There, that's it.
That gives it that wind.
You're on plane. You see, if you can't keep that shaft on plane, you can't hit the ball where you want to hit it. And now if you raise, I'm not raising my arm, I'm not changing the space between my leg and the ball is staying here, it's coming around here. Now instead of raising up this way, it raises that way, it turns your shoulders.
So the arms and the body when I set up, they're the same all the time. I just sit here in that little peck. We're just taking it.
All right, now.
Right there.
Yeah, now if you come up towards your shoulder, you're outside. You're above the plane, okay?
So here we go.
All right, now turn up now. Just
boom.
Now come up now. There.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
This way, right like that. Now, instead of letting the arm go this way, let the arm just come on back around and that'll turn your shoulders.
And that keeps your measurement.
It keeps everything. It's just a constant measure, a mean measure between your wrist and your sternum slot.
That's like a mean radius?
Yeah, mean radius.
That position.
Yeah.
Instead of going up and back, I'd be able to
yeah.
preserve it. Right?
Yeah, that's super. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
All right. Let's go ahead and hit this one this way here. But be sure you set the shaft. Now your right hand is almost down at your right knee when you address the ball. Now you go in an elevator from the first floor to the second floor before you go to the third, don't you?
I don't do that.
All right, that way. Okay. Now the hands, I'm breaking hands in that way. I'm not breaking the arms in. I'm breaking the shaft in.
Okay. So even though sometimes it gives the appearance of being like inside, it's actually just following exactly.
The club head is going inside.
Right.
And you're rotating around the plane that you address the ball on.
But I don't pull it into me.
No, you don't put it in.
I'd change the measurement.
Yeah, then you'd have a small circle. Yeah, that way. That way, that is super. Now go ahead and hit it. There's a little bit of energy. Let me have a ball. Now I don't have any feeling at all in this leg, and I may fall, I don't know. But I'm not going to take it this way. My shoulder's turning that way. The hands have got to go away, the shoulders are turning. And if you do that, the shaft, you cock that wrist into radial flexion.
Face the camera and show that from a side view. That's an incredible position. Hit it that way.
My legs, you can't see any leg action because
show them what you mean by the shoulders.
Watch this. See the shoulders turning this way. That club has got to go the way that shoulder's turning.
So it's just almost following the right shoulder back.
Yeah, right, but it's one arm length low. It's on this plane, and the club head is on that plane. So watch this. Now, it's too bad I stand out here this long, and both legs are almost asleep.
Boom. Amazing.
See, I can't use my body. I just hit it with the arm.
Yeah.
You know?
But the most critical point, and another thing, like when we're doing this, here we go, Michael. Watch out for the Billy here. All right, we set up, we hit, and we turn back and see, like really right here, once we get the club to right there, you just turn your body down.
Yeah, raise the arms. No, not that way.
Well,
look here. Raise it the way the shoulder's turning. That way. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Now, face that street out there and do it so you can get a side view. Okay? Right there. Now, remember, the hands are working around this hip. Now, this is the basement, first floor, second floor is behind the hip.
Working around it.
Yeah, right, underneath it,
Okay.
We have on the ground here a white line extended from this ball to the target. We call that the flight line or target line. We have a line here which we call the left heel line, a center line, and a right heel line. We're standing erect. I'm going to incline from the ball and socket joints of my hips about 30 degrees. Then I will adjust the club face, the center of that club face, squarely behind the back center of that golf ball by moving forward or backward so that I have a proper measurement from my shoulder to the ball. I'm going to move my hips laterally until about 60% of my weight is upon the left leg. My right knee is flexing, causing my right hip to drop, my right shoulder to drop, so that an extended right arm
can allow me to place my third finger of my right hand below the index of the left hand and the other two fingers around the bottom part of the club and fold them underneath the club so that I can place the bulbous end of the right thumb on top of the two file legs of the left thumb and grasp the golf club thusly. Now I'm ready to take a swing at this golf ball.
I'm going to show you the functions of the joints from the hand back to the shoulder. We have my hand in a position like I'm going to shake hands with someone else, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's called a neutral position. It's neither prone, it's not supine, it's neither flexed or hyperextended. Now, I got my hand like that. Now, I'm going to do a radial flexion. I'm going to cause my thumb to go into a right angle. Right angle. I'll do it here. Right angle, okay? Now, you're doing that with this radial flexor muscle here. See? That comes that way.
Mm-hmm.
That's called radial flexion.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the opposite from radial flexion is ulnar flexion or ulnar deviation.
Or points down.
Yeah. Now, it's done by the muscle on this ulnar bone here.
Mm-hmm.
That brings that hand down. This muscle here brings it up, and that's radial flexion, ulnar deviation, okay? Now we take it to neutral. Now we're going to do a palmar flexion. You're going to bend the palm in towards your body.
Mm-hmm.
Now take it back to extension or neutral. Now we're going into dorsal flexion.
Or
That's-
hyperextension.
Or hyperextension, you see. Now, do this again. We're going to go through those four. One,
Ulnar deviation. No, that's
this is radial flexion,
radial flexion.
ulnar
ulnar
deviation. Look there, palmar flexion,
Flexion.
dorsal flexion or hyperextension, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, to control the golf club, to square it up, it has to be a pronation and supination. On the backswing, we prone.
Right.
That palm is facing the ground, it's prone to the ground. Now, that action is done from hand through the radial ulnar joint. Now, this is the radius, and that's the ulnar. And they're spinning. But spinning in the elbow. The elbow has a double function joints. It can do two things. It can spin and can fold, okay? And we're spinning it so the hand is prone to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to spin it the other way. You also get a little action in the rotor cup. But prone, supine. Prone, supine. Now see, now you can't turn your hand, can you?
It's got to be done at the elbow, huh?
Yeah, from hand right on down. All of this has to move. Understand? Like that.
So when you pronate it,
Yeah.
it also kind of stimulates these muscles or puts them in a kind of a ready position
Well, those are the muscles that's doing it.
that are turning the arm.
Yeah, that's turning. This is turning this
Now,
way.
for me to get that back, really all I've got to do is just relax it,
Just
right?
relax, it'll come back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
That's interesting. It's not some...
No, it's not. See, in a golf swing, your hands are here, and the thumbs are there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, your arms will work like this, and the wrists will cock, but the elbow's straight.
Mm-hmm.
See? Now, it uncocks, and then it does that, and the elbow folds and come up here. So it's one, cock, unfold. There's a hell of a lot of motions in there, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Okay?
Yeah.
So when you go back, you turn, let the body turn with that action.
Mm-hmm.
Come through, turn that way. Now this will knocking the ball up that way. You come here like that, you'd knock it in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So you're coming up like that, and your left hand will be exactly opposite
The right.
the right hand.
Okay, so the club, to control the club, okay, let's see. Now the blade, to control the blade, that's done with...
No. You're done with the pronation and supination. Understand?
Uh-huh. Which is
Cock
done...
your wrist. Now that is in controlling the shaft.
Uh-huh.
Now this controls the blade. See, the shaft is going, swinging between the ball and your shoulders like that.
The elbow controls the blade. The
Well,
rotor...
the hand, forearm, and elbow.
Okay.
But now when you come through like this, the hand must go go into that position. Then he reverses. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Do it
See
again.
how-